this great state of Arizona, and it's a very important week coming up, isn't it? You know, I was here in 2016. I came for the presidential campaign in that year, hard on the heels of a vote that everybody said was impossible. The Brits would never vote for Brexit. We'd never vote against the establishment. And the media told us we couldn't win. And the pollsters told us we couldn't win. But we won. We won and we got our country back. And it was the beginning. It was the beginning of something very important. Not just for us in the United Kingdom, but right across the free world. And it's something that one Donald J. Trump totally understood, because he got it. He got the fact the battle is, do you want to live as a nation-state democracy, or do you want to live under global bureaucracy? Because that has been the great battle of the last few years. And you know, ever since those wins in 16, we've had people in Britain try to make us vote again, try to reverse the result of the referendum, but we've beaten them and we've left the European Union. We're free. But in some ways, the attempt to delegitimize President Trump in this country has been even worse than what we had to go through. From the Russian hoax, through the completely false impeachment, through media and social media today that are censoring this election campaign. Now, the public deserve to know that Joe Biden's son and Joe Biden's two brothers have gotten very rich in the last few years. Now, I'm not suggesting it's corruption. No, they were all just very lucky, I'm sure of that. But you've got to have these debates. It's got to be in the open. And I want to say this, the one thing I think in America that Trump has done, and it's something important and something remarkable, as every politician does, they make promises at election time, but generally without the slightest intention of ever really keeping those promises and putting them into practice. Donald Trump made you promises. He's kept those promises and restored faith in the democratic process. But I want you to think about this. This election is not just who governs America. This election is about who governs the free world. And that is a very, very important point. And I would say this to you. If Joe Biden wins, it's back to globalism. If Joe Biden wins, it's back to this global bureaucracy overturning national democracy. If Joe Biden wins, it is this new, deeply intolerant culture war, this new liberalism that is deeply illiberal and wants to shut down free speech. It is even about whether it is going to be acceptable and reasonable in Western countries like America to hold Christian values without them being shouted down by the far left mob. Because if Biden wins, and it's quite a thought, isn't it, that the next leader of the free world could be a man who can't even string a sentence together. But if Biden wins, he'll be in the hands of the left, and believe you me, even Christian values will be under threat. And it matters to us, on our side of the pond, who wins as well. Because just think about this. Under President Trump, you have had radically different foreign policy. No more endless wars under President Trump. In fact, far from acting as the world's policeman, America now acts as the world's peace broker. To see him walk over the line into North Korea was something that was totally unthinkable. But they tried at every twist and turn to push for peace. And what is going on right now in the Middle East, with this amazing rapprochement that is taking place between Israel and Arab state after Arab state, is, I think, in foreign policy terms, a crowning achievement for President Trump and for much of the hard work of Jared Kushner. They deserve massive credit for doing that. We are all part of a movement, regardless whether we have American passports or British passports. We are part of a movement that says we want to live in our nation states. We're unashamed to call ourselves patriots. We believe in democracy. We're proud of our nations. We won't surrender power again to global institutions. We want free speech. We want liberty. We should be able to say things that other people don't like. It's called freedom. It's what we're fighting for. So please, even if you in this crowd have made your minds up, perhaps some of you have voted already, but if you have made your minds up, and if you are going with the right side in this election, don't just attend rallies, don't just feel pleased with yourselves, go out and get another 5 or 10 people to get down and to vote, because that's how you win elections. And I've been absolutely committed to President Trump. I've never wavered. It's not always been a popular opinion in England. And just occasionally, 1 or 2 of his tweets have not made it easy either. But I know the guy's got the right instincts. I know the guy's got the guts. And when you think what he's been put through and what he continues to be put through every single day, he isn't just resilient, he's a leader and a great leader. So I wish him well. Now, there are, of course, in the Republican Party, some younger firebrands coming along. Some great...
We will make America great again.